Good day, Terrarians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 17 of my 1.3 Expert Mode Blind playthrough. I am finally done with my jungle ridiculous spawner system that I've got going on. My Queen Bee arena, which hopefully I'll also be able to use for other things. That would be I'll show it to you in detail when I get down there. Before I do, though, I wanted to craft myself a new armor set. Since I am primarily using Water Bolt at the moment, as great as the Crimtane armor is for giving me 19 defense, 6% increased damage, and greatly increased life regen, basically it doubles your passive life regen. Regen happens on a tick system. If you don't take damage for a long enough period of time, the ticks will start happening. The Crimson gear specifically makes that better. However, I'm going to craft myself the jungle set, which is going to have 3 less defense, or no, actually 2 less defense total, but it's going to provide me a very large amount of increased maximum mana, a big bonus to magical critical strike chance, looks like 12%, and will also give me a set bonus that will make my magic damage more effective. 16% reduced mana usage. So 280 max mana and a mana usage on my water bolt down to 7 will allow me to fire off quite a lot of water bolts without stopping. And these are going to crit much more frequently. I imagine that this, plus all of the potions that I tend to use, plus the, the other goodies that I've got all set up downstairs, which we'll see in a moment, is going to make very quick and easy work of the Queen Bee. So, I will meet you downstairs with a couple of abominations, and we'll have some good times taking out a Queen Bee more than once. Alright, Cubians, let's take a look at what craziness I have built here. I went with another minecart setup because it was fun and creative and a good time to do. Booster tracks to hit top speed maximum quickly. And with the jungle armor bouncing around in here, I'm basically going to be able to fill the entire area with bouncing death. At this point, it's not about me dealing with the boss's mechanics, it's about the boss dealing with my mechanics. I wish I had a star statue. That would be ideal. I do not have a star statue, though. But I think that the boss does spawn some wasps or bees or something throughout that I'll be able to poke at. And I've got my bewitching station to give myself a second slime for the duration. Think. Yeah, there we go. There's both of them. Fantastic. Plus, I've got my standard set of potions augmented by Titan potions, which are a big knockback increase. And if I ever get the chance to, it's very easy for me to tap R and just stand still for a moment and let my mana regen. Also, I spent a bunch of time fishing in honey to get honey fins for my health potions. These will restore 120 life apiece. And I should have this guy. You know what? Let's double check if I can ride right through where the bewitching station is and possibly give it a right click while I do. Bounce. 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 It's fun. I'll stop saying bounce now, though. I'm actually really happy with the way this came out. Alright, so maybe if I wasn't terrible, I'd be able to give that a right click as I went by, but I mean, the buff lasts 10 minutes. If the fight lasts that long, I'm in bigger trouble. Alright, so let's get this show on the road. Buff up, abomination, and begin firing at the bee. Apparently, she's going to do a lot of flying back and forth. I can work with that. She has a fair bit of health, though. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gaining mana. She's definitely spawning things for me to kill. So we're just gonna fill the entire world with magic death. Wow. I'm getting frame rate drops that there's too much going on. This is just the most ridiculous way I've ever played any game. I'm gonna keep building these because they're dumb and they're fun. And dumb fun is the best kind of fun. Wow, she can outspeed me now. That's kind of impressive, actually. There she goes. Thing operation achievement get. Treasure bag get. A lot of bottled honey. That's a weird one. Alright, what's in the treasure bag for me? We had the Godly Bee's Knees. This is a, wooden arrows turn into a column of bees. Alright, interesting. The Hasty Hive Pack increases strength of friendly bees. The Honeyed Goggles summons a rideable bee mount. Alright, I gotta try that. I have a flying mount now. I have a flying mount and magic. That's so much winning. That's amazing. Oh look, another bee. So I've got a flying mount that I don't have to use the jump button to go up. Oh, it looks like there's a limited amount of flight though. Like I don't hover. I have to constantly tap up. Yep, and I ran out of flight time. Okay, so there's a limited amount of flight time. Still, that's adorable. Hive Wand. Consumes hive, places hives. Bee Hat. Looks cosmetic. So... And Bee Nade. Floats into a swarm of bees? What? As well as bee wax. That's a material. That's cool. Alright. So, I'm gonna do this fight a couple more times, as is my usual approach. Oh. Because she's got more stuff that I want. And it's ridiculous fun. Yeah, we'll do one more on camera. You know what? You guys have seen it on camera. I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of fights. This chick is not even a challenge for me. Not with this setup. And in fact, I imagine that I'm going to be able to make use of this arena for more than just this. I mean, if I do more than just blindly charge back and forth, I could probably make this go even easier with less damage done to me. But who cares? She's dying, I'm not. And my defense is like crap. It's only 33 because I've been reforging things to menacing for extra death. Yeah, this is a good time. There we go. Dead Queen Bee. Awesome. Let's see what this one has for us. The Savage Beekeeper. A sword. Assume that when you swing it, it can spawn bees. You know what? We're going to set our safe down because we have too much stuff. Summons killer bees after striking your foe. Nice. Another hive pack. Gonna start saving everything. Bee pants. More bee nades. Hasty honeycomb. Releases bees when damaged. If I was, you know what? Honestly, it would make sense for me to be using that right now. I don't know what I just killed even, but ooh, violet husk. Yay, more new colors of dye. Bezoar. So yeah, good stuff. I'm gonna go kill the queen bee a whole bunch more times until I have enough of her drops that I'm sure I have everything. I mean, I'm just gonna run through all 8 of these because it's good money. No matter what else that it is, it's good money. So yeah, I'll see you soon to open all of those bags with you. All right, 10 bees up, 10 bees down. And 8 more treasure bags. Start, you know what? Open them all at once. That was... okay, too much things. Here we go. Okay, too much things. Alright. Okay, the bee is really slow on the ground. That's less fun. Okay, so we have a ton of these hive wands, a bunch of different honeycombs, plenty of bee. Ooh, bee gun. Oh, that's the best. That is the absolute best. And it's cost like 0 mana. It does very little damage. Air. Oh, that's fantastic. So we're going to have some fun with the bee gun and one of the hive packs against some boss or another. Kind of wish I had used it to kill the bee boss at this point. Okay, so life is good. Alright, looks like nothing else super exciting came out of that. Oh, nectar. We have a baby. There we go. A baby hornet pet now. Nice. T-shirt. Good. Toggle. Yeah, looks like that's everything. All right, so I'm going to take all of this stuff home and sell it for an absolute mess load of money. And I think that I've got something random that I can throw away. Oh, you know what? I can put my potions back into my potion pack. My potion pig. And that'll free up the space that I need to actually carry the rest of it home with me. So we currently have 91 gold coins from that experience. I'll let you know how much we're up to. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. We have 2 plat and 91 gold coins from that experience. Let's go home and find out how much we get in total at the end of it all. So, yeah. Come here, merchant. First of all, pretty much every one of these, the hive wands are no value. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have bothered with them. Let's go through the different honeycombs and hive packs. Oh, the vanity items are also no value. I got a queen bee mask. I really don't care about the bee's knees at all. I have no idea what's even the best modifier for that sort of thing. So we're just going to be selling most of those. I think I have multiple of the honeyed goggles. Start looting all, don't I? Too much stuff. Too many things. All of the bottled honey is going to get sold. I have a Beazor already, so those are going to get sold. Don't need more jungle grass seeds. I think I've proven that much. Keep 1 wand. All of the bee nades, I mean, they're cute and all, but no. And I want to keep 1 beekeeper for sheer completishness. Got my 1 hive wand. I don't even know what the beeswax is yet. Honey. So much goodies. So much awesome. I'm not even close to getting through this yet. Know that the vanity items we have, and they do not provide any goodies. Bet that the swords will sell decently. Have my 1 hive wand here. These. Oh, there's a godly. That sounds probably better, slightly better than deadly. I have no idea. See which one sells. Sells 4 more. As for the hive packs, this is an accessory, so there's a warding that might be angry. Warding is the best that we have. Angry, honestly, like I feel like I've got enough defense. No. So the extra 3% damage seems worthwhile, but who knows? I might be sad if I get rid of it. We'll keep the warding. Queen Bee trophy, of course, we keep. We're just going to put it all in the safe for the time being because too many of the things. So many. And that's finally everything. Okay. Fleeting, menacing, and hasty. Menacing. And merchant, come here. I want to sell you the things. Godly sells for a gold 14, deadly for 94. So clearly godly is better. All of these can go away. They're all worth a couple of gold apiece. That's a lot of hive packs. Bottled honey goes away. All of bottled honey. The 571. Beekeeper. Excellent. Finally. Jeez. So, grand total of 3 platinum and 31 gold for our trouble, and a bunch of neat stuff, mostly cosmetic, but a couple of other goodies. And, most importantly, the witch doctor showed up. You can see that he's up here. Art of magic. Nature. The nature of hearts. Magic. This guy's fun. He sells a handful of different fountains, which, for example, if I were to grab the corrupt water fountain, and place it right here, it will change the color of nearby water as if it were a corruption biome. I think. Yes, there you go. See? Now it is corruption biome water here. Neat, huh? Unfortunately, it does not corrupt the goldfish. And 5, what else do you have? A blowgun. Range damage, the seeds for ammo, and an imbuing station used to craft weapon imbuement flasks. This is where the fun starts. The new trade, a new crafting station that will allow us to craft a flask that's going to give us a lasting buff that will cause the weapons to do more damage. Or cause special effects like poison or on fire. There aren't a lot of them that we can use at this point in the game, but from what I have researched, as we progress, they will get better in the imbues that are available. So I'm going to find him a home up in the Sky Palace, and I'm going to see if I can put myself together some bee armor. Well, not bee armor. See if I can get a set of bee equipment together that I'm happy with. I'm going to see what this beeswax can do. In fact, now that we have... Yeah, now that we've trimmed down a bit, we can afford to hit that loot all button. And we've got some silt blocks. Cash those in quick. Alright, so I'm going to go play some inventory management, and then definitely going to have to hang this up. Add that to the list of trophies. I need to go back and kill the brain a bunch and get that trophy. I need to go back and build a minecart track in the brain's room. That would be great. No, that's a terrible idea. I've spent too much time today building minecart tracks already. So yeah, I'm going to go see what I can do with some of this stuff, and once I get it all sorted out, I shall return and we will head for the Underworld. Alright gang, we're heading for the Underworld, and, well, things got a little strange. So, I have crafted myself basically the bee gear, and this stuff makes my summons amazing. I also managed to craft myself the Ruthless Hornet Staff. I can now have 3 of these things out, and look at them! They just tear things apart without me even being involved. Like, that's just on their own. They do a pretty good job. And, with the Warding Hive Pack and my Demonic Bee Gun as backup, yeah, we're in pretty good shape. So we're gonna go hit the Underworld, kill some demons, see if I can't get a new spell or two, and yeah, go around. Welcome to hell. Oh, look at that. Step in for the first time, and this is one of the big things we're here for. Hellforge. It is required to be able to make use of the hellstone stuff. I think it's called hellstone. Anyway, the other good thing we might find down here, pull my shadow key out right now, because one of the cool things that we find down here are the shadow chests. Wow, that slime died fast. Wait, why did he drop lava? Yeesh. And that is a solid wall, isn't it? Alright, well, right through then. Yeah, this is a fun setup. Grandfather clock, couch, their Hellforge over there. Painting. Painting. The demon eye. I assume those are just... Yeah, seems that way. Not seeing any shadow chests. Well, this one goes down a bit more. Let's see if we can't find something at the bottom. Obsidian door. Dead hell that. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there's a bunch of easy to mine hellstone right through this wall. So the problem with hellstone mining is it always drops lava when you... So it gets very hazardous until you have certain things available to you. One of those things is the obsidian skin potion, which I showed making earlier and then left upstairs because I'm awesome at it. Yeah, we'll go get those some other time. So those demons, they can drop a really good spell. Which is basically the spell he was just using. Fortunately, it's also a very rare spell. Now, in the long run, I'm going to need to do a significant amount of mining around down here. I need to create basically a hallway or a pathway that's going to run a significant portion of the world to be able to fight one of the bosses. The boss in question is called the Wall of Flesh, and it is the entrance way to Hardmode. What stands between me and Hardmode. And, yeah. To summon... Oh, ow, 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 ow. Summon him, I need to find a very specific item from a very specific monster. The Voodoo Demon, called. And that item that I need is the Guide Voodoo Doll. Well, at least that's the only way that I know how. And then I take that and I toss it into lava. And it kills the guide and summons the Wall of Flesh. And then when I kill the Wall of Flesh, it activates Hardmode. The Wall of Flesh is exactly that. It is a giant wall that chases you across the entirety of the Underworld. Yeah, this is a really fun setup. I get to keep most of my mobility accessories. I had to give up the Shield of Cthulhu, and I don't have a light-producing weapon anymore, so I don't get to explore by pointing my weapon in a direction and holding the fire button down. However, I do get to shoot around corners. And I have a homing attack, which is, well, I mean, having the piercing, well, I mean, this is also a piercing attack, so it's a homing piercing attack. But having the, water bolt was nice, because it would go, it would bounce around a lot, and would pierce. Having the homing attack, I think, is going to be just as good. I'm surprised at how enemies I'm finding, honestly. There's been a relative lack so far. Oh, jeez. So I have a gravitation potion effect on me. When I tap up, it changes gravity. Ooh, look at this. This stuff, Fire Blossom. And it was in bloom. Fire Blossom is one of those... We need this to be able to make the obsidian skin potions that gives us lava immunity. Hello, demon. No demon scythe spell. You either. Still, this is one of the easiest time. Like, This is supposed to be expert mode, right? I'm supposed to be terrified. This is supposed to be scary. One of the easiest times I've ever had. And I blame the new summon set stuff and the expert mode gear that I've gotten so far for that. This is really just not nearly as threatening as I felt when I came in here with, ooh, hello, Bone Serpent might be another story. Now we're starting to get a bit of a swarm going. I don't mean my swarm of bees, I mean enemies. Bone Serpents just have a lot of hit points even on normal mode. Chest contains Flame Lash. Nice. Flame Lash is another magic weapon. It is a ball of fire that works like a magic missile. Ah. He hits kind of hard with my 21. I like the look of the shadow chest, so I tend to grab them all and take them with me if I can. Ow. Ow. That hurt. Wow, I feel like the buildings were changed around a bit. They seem more extensive than before. Anyway, between this episode and next, I'm going to do a lot of exploring around the Underworld. You've seen it with me now. Pretty much, you've seen everything there is to see. The rest of the Underworld is the same between here and the edges of the world. Hey, there's that voodoo demon I was talking about. You want to be careful not to kill one of them over lava, or you might accidentally summon the wall of flesh. And at that point, you might as well just throw yourself in the lava, because you probably haven't prepared it all. And, I mean, beyond even that, like, I have no idea what the expert mode wall of flesh is going to be, but I expect it to be kind of nasty. The wall of flesh was always a bit of a, you need to prepare properly, and you need to be good enough to ride this ride. And otherwise, you're gonna die. A lot. And, I mean, I'm okay with dying. Part of why I'm playing on expert mode in the first place. Hello. I can't shoot him, he can't shoot me. We're happy that way. There we go. Dead fire imp. Another fire imp. Hornets are powerful. I mean, there's this isn't even like the high-end summoner gear. I don't think it would do as well against bosses. They're just too limited for that to seem a good idea. So yeah, more exploring. Gonna poke around, see what I can find. If I come up with anything really cool, I'll pop back in and let you see it. Otherwise, I'm gonna work on making this place ready to fight the wall of flesh. And maybe I'll go farm up a bunch of the other free hard mode bosses. Like the kill Skeletron a few more times, see if I can get anything cool from him. Kill the brain a few more times. Try to get the trophies and such. So, it'll be good. I like the bee-gun. I gotta try this bee-gun as a primary weapon when I'm actually wearing some magic-boosting armor, because it's a magic attack. The hornets are the really cool part of this setup. There we are. Friend. Got Hurtful Sun Fury. It's another flail, except it's, fire flail. Yeah. Kind of nice. Also, the Thorns Potions are a real winner there. Go ahead. Quick stack those. Oh wow, I actually used up all the Thorns Potions last fight. You. And goodbye, bat. Yes. The obsidian dresser. Okay, sure, why not? Okie dokie. Actually, that's going to be about all the time that we have for today. So we're going to wrap it up here. And I'm going to spend a bunch of time digging around in here and get things set up so that I can kill the wall of flesh. Make the adjustments that I said. I'll probably build a minecart track that runs most of the length of the world, because that'll be useful. That'll also be useful just to have. Like, the minecarts can travel faster than I can. flat out. Guaranteed every time. Maybe I can get better gear for that later. Oh, I don't know what's available in hard mode these days. Barely knew what was available in hard mode before, so now we're getting into really unfamiliar territory for me. Featherfall is great when you're dealing with pools of lava. So yeah, let me know if you liked this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, tell me what you liked about it. If you did not, leave a thumbs down and tell me what I can do better. Either way, if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.